Okay, hello everybody, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use the basics of the modeling program for Minecraft Techne. It's a pretty good program, and it allows you to code models that you can add into the game, and that's what I'll be doing with the Sonic mod. But I'm just giving you guys a chance to help me with the mod. So I asked you in my last video to make some models, but some people wanted me to do a tutorial on this program so they can enter the competition, so that's what I'm doing now. So you just need to click on the download and then install the program. I can't actually remember how it installs. It's probably just an installer, but it's safe and everything, so that's all good. And once you have installed it, if you just type in tech down there, you'll find this. I am on a laptop, which is why this looks a bit strange, because if you do this, it increases your computer speed by so much, so it's not like all the see-through good graphics. It's like made my Minecraft FPS on this computer go from like 10 to 60, which is really good, so I'd recommend doing that. And if you want to know how, I can do a video on that as well. But this is basically the screen you get first, and there's a turbo model thingy thing which is a mod for adding in things, but you don't need to worry about that. So in this tutorial I'm just going to be making a creeper with arms, so I'll just call him model creeper arms. You'd probably want to call it model Sonic or something, and then you can base it off a few different things. Model base is just nothing, biped is just like a normal Steve, and then the rest are obvious, so I'm going to go off creeper. This texture width is basically how big the textures are, so you can do HD textures and stuff like that. And here we have our creeper. It doesn't have a skin, and I'll show you how to do the skin after we've actually added on some arms. So first of all, I'm going to teach you how to actually like move the mouse around, well, not move the mouse, how to move the camera around. So if you hold down right click, you can drag around, and at the bottom right of basically here you can see where it says front. That'll basically tell you which side you're looking at, because when it's blank like this it's not very obvious, and if you like click on the R it will go perfectly there, which is always nice. If you can click, you can click on all these different things and change how big they are, but I'll show you that in a second. And if you hold down, if you have a mouse, if you hold down the middle click button, the little scrolly wheel, you can move it around like this, which is quite useful. I don't know how to do that if you just have like a little touchpad thing. For a laptop I'm using a mouse, and also you can zoom in using the scroll wheel, which is good as well. So in the event that this is a bad tutorial, please tell me and I'll make another one, or just direct you to a good tutorial. This should be alright. It'll just say the basics. Yeah, there isn't much, like, it's not actually very hard to use. It's quite simple, it's just it's kind of time consuming of the way you have to do stuff. Like, you can't just drag and drop, you have to use the position numbers, which I'll show you now. So as you can see down here, we have all of the different parts that are already there. So if we click there, it goes to the leg 4, leg 1, and so forth, and the head. In order to create a new body part, let's just get a nice view. We click on follow my mouse down here where it says cube. If we click that, it creates shape 1, and I'm just going to call that arm 1. And basically it's in the middle of his head at the moment, which isn't really what we want. So there's these 3 position things, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, and this one moves it forwards or backwards out of his head that way. I always forget which one's which, so but it doesn't really matter. This one moves it up or down, and this one moves it left or right. So we're gonna make some arms, so we want to move it down, back this way, and yeah, basically we're just going to have it there because I just want to keep it this simple. And then in the same way, the dimensions, well, not in the same way, the dimensions basically make it bigger in the same direction that this did. So this one goes up and down, just the same here, except you can't go to minus numbers, but that doesn't really matter. So there we have a little arm. Gonna make it a bit bigger though, fatter. So there we have a lovely little arm, and you can rotate it. Woohoo! Like that. And then that's basically how you add on things. The way I did spikes in my last video, I basically did a load of these and then just made them smaller as they went down. So that's another tip. And as you can see up here, if I just make this a bit bigger, these bits here are the new textures you're adding in, and these sometimes overlap the like head, but it's not always a problem, but you might want to be careful about that. Alright, so we have our arm for our weird creeper man, and yeah, I haven't actually looked at all of the options for this. I'm just basic model maker, but yeah, this is our arm, and I don't actually like that very much because it's like not on the actual mob, it's just like, so I'm gonna move it back like that. So if we want an arm that is exactly the same, all we have to do is click copy down here and then paste, and it will paste. They always start up there, which is kind of annoying, but it's alright. And it has the same name, so you have to remember to rename it, otherwise if you're using this to make your own mob, when you export this as a Java thing, it will get all confusing because they're the same name, so you don't want to do that. So now I just need to figure out, I'm basically just going to copy these actually, so I need -6, 8 and 0, -6 plus, oh sorry, -6, 8, except I'm going to change this one, and this one should be 0. And there we have our two arms. So he's like a weird creeper, like he wants a hug or something, which is what some people say that's all creepers want. They're just misunderstood. And yeah, basically you can just spend a bit of time adding more things on, you know, rotate, oh that's horrible, rotating it like a weird thing. Now here you see GL or GI scale. When I was first making, I thought that was actually changing it, but that's just your view, so it's easier to place things in the right place. So I was trying to make like a really tall mod, and I was just like, yeah, really tall mob, but no, that's just for the looks, so you'd need to change it up here. This is also for rotation, so you can have like exact things. So yeah, that's basically it. So there's no automatic saving, so if you just close, you'll lose everything, so you want to save as, but I can't be bothered because this is pretty bad. And if you export as texture map, you can make a texture, and then you can, I wonder if I have any textures on here. Sonic. So yeah, this doesn't work because I didn't make this texture for this mob, but you can kind of see how it works, sort of. That's basically how you load the texture anyway. When you export as texture map, can I unload the texture? If I just do that, no, I can't. Like, you see how it's red, blue, brown, and blue again? That's like showing the front, back. Like down here, you can see the colours. That's basically it. Okay, and finally, if you want to send this to me, you could either send the save as thing, or you can export it as a Java. And that basically makes it into a Java file that Minecraft can understand, and then I can easily use it. But you can always send me the just save as. It doesn't really matter, but don't use the AdventureCraft or Turbo Model thingy, because those are a bit different. And yeah, I forgot about this, so that's why I changed the mob, because I'm recording this a little bit after once I started editing the video. And yeah, thanks for watching this tutorial. If it was bad, please let me know, and I will see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoy the mod.